Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Chadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, coming back real quick. And, this is going to be a lamb back into that brother, Manak Zakba. Okay. And, a video with these worrisome, Hebrew Israelites. Alright. Trying to, polish up and trimmeth their way to seek love from the whole world. All right. And the thing that he said was, we're to be a light unto all nations. Well, that's where, brothers that's sincere in the truth and learn from the elder apostles of Great Millstone through the Holy Spirit, that when it says the word nations, all right, it's pertaining to a tribe of people, all right, which is a stumbling block for most Israelites, all right, because of the word nation or the word Gentile, all right. And I just want to pick out a couple of verses, all right, that says that we're going to be a light unto our people, all right, not to the nations, but to our people, right? This is what the Lord prescribed his men to go out there on the highways and byways to do, okay, to be a light unto the nation of Israel, all right, and no other, all right. So let me read a couple of scriptures and that'll be it, man. This thing isn't for the whole world, as the Roman Catholic Church would want you to believe, okay. This is not for everybody. Everybody does not get salvation, okay. When the Lord returns, only the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel will get salvation, all right, wherever they may be, okay, and whatever they may look like. You see, this is the problem, man. You guys, I don't know, man. When you read the scriptures, right, and you go to certain parts of the scriptures, and let's just say Revelations, all right, when John seen many people getting crowned, okay, the reason why he was so astonished was because they didn't all look like Israelites, all right, but the Lord was giving out crowns to Israelites. 144,000, the holy roll call, which is Revelations, the 7th chapter, tells you, all right, the 144,000, okay, 7,000 from each nation, okay. So let's just read for a bit here. Salaki. Let's start at 5. Isaiah 46 and 5, 49 and 5, Salaki. And now said the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Jacob again to him, right? Through Israel, though Israel be not gathered. So the circumcision. The northern and the southern kingdom. It was a divide The northern kingdom came over here. It's the foe that was unattended. All right, until the Lord got on that chariot. All right. And then he came over here as Quado. I can never say the god that visited the Aztecs. Quado Calm. If I'm saying it right, you can look that up. And then he came over here and visited the foe that was unattended. All right, but going back to this, though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. Right? And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, right? So the men that were scattered in, let's say, Pamphylia, Acts, I think it's Acts 2, when it goes into all those places. Let me see. Let me grab it. Salaki. So it's Acts 2 and 8. And it said, and hear how we, every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born, right? So it's Israelites that were born abroad, okay? And Parthians, and Medes, and Elamites, and the dwellers in Mesopotamia, and in Judea, and Cappadocia, and Pontus, and Asia, Phrygia, Pamphylia, and Egypt, and the parts of Libya about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews, and proselytes. Okay? These are all Israelites. Okay? Cretes and the Arabians, we do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of God. All right? So the Israelites were teaching in whatever tongue they came from. All right? But these men, they was up in Jerusalem, okay, for the Passover, okay? And the Passover doesn't pertain to any other nation, man. Why? Because it's not a decree for any other nations. It's only decreed for who? For the Israelites. All right? That's our thing. That's what we do. We have a Passover every time. Okay. In the spring. All right? Right before the spring starts. So, going back, I just wanted to bring out that example. These are people that were, not people, but Israelites that were in other nations. All right? All the nations that I just named. Let's go back. Salaki. Verse 6 again. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servants to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserve of Israel. All right, so the hopeful elect. All right, to preserve the Israel, the small remnant. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, okay, to scatter the broad ones, that thou mayest be my salvations unto the end of the earth. All right, so wherever we are, salvation is only coming for the Israelites. No other people, okay? This is Luke. Because this is what the guy, he said we're supposed to be a light unto all nations. No, it specifically says not all nations, okay? Luke 2:32. Let's see, go up some. I'll start at 30. This is Luke 2:30. It says, "For my eyes have seen thy salvation, Salaki, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, a light to lighten the Gentiles and the glory of the people of Israel." Okay? So, the salvation is only for what? For the nation of Israel. And Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, goes into that. All right? A little in-depth, of what they're going to say when they only see that it's us. Because it's in the scriptures, man. It's not sugar-coated. It's not codexed. Well, it is codexed. I'm sorry. It's codexed for those that got the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And we see it plainly. All right? But the rest of you goofballs out there that don't want to fight for the Lord, and the Lord is a austere man. Okay? He's not effeminate. He's not soft, as the people of the Roman Catholic Church would want you to believe. All right? And if you got a church that's a Baptist, whatever, all that stems from, Catholicism. All right? Let's go to this scripture real quick. That word Gentile, all right? Again, that's talking about Israel, all right? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. Let's go here. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted to go here. Isaiah 60. That's where I wanted to go. All right? And then Isaiah 60, this is why we have to be a light to them. All right? Because if we let them stay in the place that they at, all right, and not teach the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which is the salvation part, okay, and law, statutes, and commandments, and the covenant, and the new covenant to come, and, all the bits and pieces, all right, like it says in Ezekiel 37, all right, about the dry bones. Shalaki. It only happens when I press the button, man. It says, "Arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee." All right, talking to the prophet. All right, Isaiah. "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." Right? And that's for the Israelites only. All right? The glory should be seen by these men. All right? That's from those other places, like I said in Acts 2. All right? And when they see it on us, then they're going to straighten up, man. They're going to get right. The other nations aren't going to get right because they see the glory upon us. Our people are going to get right because they see the glory of the Lord upon us. Okay? So let's get that straight, It says, verse 3, "And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising." Okay? So the Gentiles are going to get straight, man. And they're going to come to the brightness of the light. All right? Out of the darkness. Okay? Just like every brother that came into truth. All right? At one point in time, they seen the light. And they got right. Okay? Likewise, these other men from other nations, they're going to do the same thing. All right? And those men are Israelites. They're not other nations. They are Israelites. Let's just leave with this one. Look at this, Jeremiah 15:6. All right, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All right, that's a Gentile. All right, that's what you would turn an Israelite and say that he is a Gentile because of that. All right. The last one is Matthew 15. Okay. Like I said, I didn't want to make this long. Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right. So that's it, man. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Let's get this. Shalaki. I want to get this too. So this second Ezra 2:43. All right. And if you know who this person is. Shalaki for saying that it was John the Revelator. All right. But this is second Ezra 2:40. All right. It says, take the number of Zion, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. Right? And only the nation of Israel, like I said, has this ability. It says, the number of the children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Right? Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. Right? So, all those that are, that were predestined to be the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. And hallowed means separated. Ezra saw upon the Mount Sion a great people, all right, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with song, and in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of God. Now are they crowned and received palms. They said, I unto the angel. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and give them palms in their hands? All right. And we know that person to be Yahweh Shai, okay? Upon his return to the throne of the kingdom of heaven, all right, here on the earth. And the reason why Ezra was shocked, because every Israelite, all right, up to 7,000 of each tribe were gathered among, all right, among them people, not among them people, but among the Lord that day, and received crowns on their head, right? Those men that stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So, I just wanted to go into that a little bit and show you that the light is going to be risen for the nation of Israel only. All right. Not all nations. So with that, I want to say shalom.